Hey everybody, I'm gonna mess with my camera here for just a minute, sorry. Didn't realize it's crooked. It just seems crooked. Okay, anyways. Impromptu live. I'm just gonna sit here and doodle on one of my PDFs. And I think we're gonna do it with the King Art. I think, I'm not positive, but I think these, oh that was kind of loud. I'm pretty sure these are watercolors. So we're gonna see. And then, you never know, we might go back and touch them up with pencil maybe. So how is everybody today? I'm doing good. Was just sitting there watching TV and decided, okay, I want to do some coloring. Hi, Miss Lori. How are you? I'm just doodling with some, I think these are watercolors. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, it's the King Art dual tip brush pens. And they seem like watercolors. They don't seem like acrylic paint. And I can't check on the back because one, this is really, thank you. This is really thick cardstock. Hi, Miss Bayou. How are you? Happy 2026 to you too. And when I'm done dinking around, I just might go in for the very first time and maybe shade with some pencils. I don't know. We'll see. What are you both up to? It is nasty here. We've got like rain and freezing rain, and it's just terrible. Yeah, I do have something to rant about though. Just working. Yeah. I miss doing that. So I thought, well, I always kind of thought, but never really paid attention to it. I know when you buy a house, and you've got property and stuff, the county has some sort of an easement. Usually it goes, I think, 10 feet from the center of the road or something to your property. Well, I've never had a issue with any of that until yesterday. We got these internet companies coming out here putting in fiber optics, and okay, they went down the main road and put stuff in the ditch out there. That's fine, I don't care. But now, yesterday we were sitting here and there was somebody in my driveway. I mean, he's just like, no truck, no, just in my driveway, okay? I'm like, what the hell? So I go to the door and I'm like, can I help you? He goes, no, ma'am, you're fine. And then he goes back to doing what he's doing. I'm thinking, what the hell? Who the hell are you? And I'm like, excuse me, what are you doing in my driveway? And he goes, oh, we're putting in fiber optics. I said, in my driveway? He says, well, we're going to dig a little trench and we're going to bury a little cable. And it's going to go all the way from here all the way to the end of the road. I'm like, in my driveway? He's like, yes, ma'am, but we'll put it back to the way it was. You'll never know it was here. Said, alrighty then. Well, then the asshole started digging in my front yard. At the end of the day, they left. I have tubing or piping or something sticking in my front yard. It's sticking up like this in two different spots in my front yard. Now, you got to know me and my husband. Our yard is like so gorgeous. It's like, don't even mess with my yard, right? Well, now I got these two things in my yard, and they're gonna be buried eventually, I hope. Because if not, I'll cut those suckers right off and bury whatever they buried underground. I don't care. They ain't staying in my yard like that. So they better hope they get them buried by spring. But yeah, they don't even have to ask. They better hope they didn't like hurt the roots to my trees, because that'll really piss me off. Yep, so I'm kind of uptight about that. It just sucks that, I have to pay taxes on the property and I have to take care of the property, but, I ain't got no say in the property. At least not that part of it, anyways. So yep. So that was my rant for today. I have to be nice because, I'm on here, but yeah. I am just really, really not a happy camper at all. So now I've got a puddle of mud in my front yard. Yeah. When my husband cuts the grass in the summertime, The grass out there just looks like carpet. You know, it's like it took us a long time to get that like that. And the one tree that's out there, the one pine tree that's out there, we planted when we moved in. The thing's huge. It's like it's got a lot of memories. You know how we got it, and when we got it, it's like they better not have like killed it because I'll be so mad. We went to a woods. Like it wasn't a woods and water. It was like some kind of like farmers type market thing when we first moved in here. Just for something to do. It was something pretty and you know wasn't too far away and it was like the last day they were having it and it was kind of a spare of the moment thing. To be honest, I think we were just kind of driving by and seeing that it was going on, you know, so we stopped. But anyways, this lady was there. She had one little pine tree left. She's like, "You want a pine tree?" It looked kind of sad, to be honest. I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You want a pine tree?" I said, "I just can't take your pine tree." She says, $5, it's yours. I'm like, "What?" She goes, $5, it's yours. Okay. I gave her $5 and I took it. I said, "Heck, even if it doesn't live, it's a cute little pine tree, you know, we gotta give it a chance." So for the longest time this thing survived winters and springs and all kinds of stuff. It survived, but it didn't grow that much, you know? It just kinda just pretty much didn't do anything. So about 3 years ago, this thing all of a sudden just kicked right up and started growing, and it is huge. It's an English pine, and it is the prettiest thing. It's as wide as it is tall, and it just sprouted out of nowhere. I'm like, "Yep." Hi, Miss Amy. So yeah, I'm like all excited that it's all grown and um, it's out there just kicking butt. We decorated it a couple Christmases ago when it first started getting real big. But now it's too big. You can't even reach the top of it. It just took off and made up for lost time, I guess. So, yep, it's been here 20 years just like we have. a lot of our trees around here we planted. We got a whole bunch of, when we moved in, there's a black walnut out here. It's kind of small because they planted it in the middle of a bunch of other trees. So my husband took a bunch of the walnuts, and I don't know what he did with them. I don't know if he soaked them, he dried them. I don't know what he did with them. But he took a bunch of them and he planted them in a open spot in the yard. And when I say yard, I mean it's like, it's a big part of the chunk of property we have. And they sprouted, they took off. So now we got like 15 nice sized black walnut trees in the yard or on the property. And then one of my favorite trees is blue spruce. I love blue spruce. Making some toast and coffee. Yep. So I planted let's see. I think I planted 4, but only 2 took. The other 2 I got from a different place and they didn't do good at all. But the 2 that did take, that I didn't think was going to, yeah, they're huge too. So there's a lot of trees. There's a tree on our property from my husband's mom's house. It's a maple. It's gotten big. So a lot of these trees have some good memories, What are you doing today, Amy? Hi, Mr. Oz. It's not the first time you've been in here. Keep your nose off everything. Hey, get your nose off of there. Ozzy. He's always got a wet nose. I think he's got allergies. And he sticks it on everything. Stop. You're fine. We've been through this. Oz is learning to occupy himself. Because to be honest, I've had dogs before. And we haven't had to sit and occupy them 24/7. So I'm trying to teach him that, it's okay that he goes and does stuff without us. I'm just not getting cooperation from the other half. And that makes it difficult. Because this one knows if he doesn't like what I say, he can go to the other one, and the other one gives in. I don't know how you do that. That would make me so sick to my stomach. What color is this? Oh, I missed a spot in the green. See, instead of my husband telling him to go lay down, my husband's in there going, well, where's your ball? Where's your ball? Mm-mm. Nope. It's been played with all morning, all afternoon. It's time for him to relax. All right, let's see how this does on her skin. I'm not going to worry about how it looks right off the bat because when it dries, it will lighten up. Hey, Lori, did you see there's a day that we're supposed to get into the 50s this week? And then at nighttime it goes back down to the 30s. Yep, crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, do we want... I think that's darker than what I want. Well, I hope not. My son's already got the flu. I'm really trying to stay my distance. Let's try this one. He's losing all kinds of money. He hasn't been able to go to work in a couple days. It's really kicking his butt. I told his girlfriend, I said, you better start sucking down the vitamin C. She's like, what? I'm like, you're next. She's like, don't say that. I said, you sleep in the same bed as him and you're in the same room as him. What makes you think you're not going to get it? Yep. I'm going to try really hard not to. Like, really hard. Okay, let's see. What color do I want for... What color is this? I think that's more of a neon. So I think I did this wrong, but I'm not positive. I'm going to check here in a second. Because I think to do this with pencil afterwards, I think you're supposed to start with the light and shade with the dark pencil. I'm not sure if you can go with the dark and then shade with the light. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in a second. You know, I should know by now because I watch a ton of people do it all the time. Well, not all the time, but you know, some of the time. Where's Emily? I don't know. I haven't seen Emily. Hi, Miss Emily. How are you? I didn't see you come in. My fault. I'm sorry. Good thing somebody's watching, Miss Bayou. Okay, and I think we're gonna do. I think I figured what color hair I want to do on my Jasmine Beckett Griffith picture. I think it'll look really cool. But I can't tell y'all until I do it. See, even Amy's not watching. And I think Miss Lori is drinking her coffee and eating her toast. Either that or her mama is, one of the two. But I'm thinking it's probably Miss Lori because I bet she probably just got up. Her hours around her house, it's a little different than most because, you know, her husband works nights. You know, I remember those days. All right, I gotta find a black. Oh, that's brown. I like these because they got the names on them. Grayish violet. Black. What are you coloring? Yep. Alrighty. Hi, Miss Angela. How are you, darling? pen. Sorry, it's going to get kind of noisy. Let's see if we can separate them a little bit and then it won't be so noisy. Okay. I just want to make her bracelet glittery gold. And let's do okay, we're going to try to do 2 colors at once. See how this works out. I'm not sure. Okay, it doesn't matter if it dries or not. It's not gonna. Oh, I forgot her ear. She's a little. Oh, she's got a little pointy ear up here. Hang on, I'm not looking at chat. Hang on a second. Are ya? Thank you. These are water-based, so they're water-based to me are a little bit harder to deal with than acrylic. Acrylic are a lot easier. Water-based just leaves streaks, and if you mind streaks, then you're not going to like the water-based markers. But if you do it quick and try not to let it dry as you're doing it. The streaks kind of lessen a little bit. They're not as bad. I mean, they're still there, but they're not as bad. Try not to lift up your pen very much. I started using markers and stuff when I started coloring, so that's why they don't bother me, because this is like, going back home. It's like, oh, there you are. Where you been? Oh, I missed parts of her hair too. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with, I have several black pens that I use for it, but this one is a Muggin, and I use the let it focus, very fine tip. It's like real pointy. And that's how I do their eyelashes. And the fine points of their eyeballs. Hold on, guys. It's a little delicate right now. All right. Hi, Robert. I didn't draw it. I'm just coloring it. We're just colorists over here. We're not artists. Well, some of us aren't. There might be some illustrators, but I am not one of them. I can't draw a circle. Okay, well, you might get back into it someday. You never know. Some people get bored and then they go back a couple years later. Thank you. All right, I want a really super light pink. Pencils are my favorite now too. Now see, I can't say that about markers because I don't know. I just, like I said, they're not my least favorite. But it's pencils, acrylic paint pens and markers, and then alcohol markers, and then, of course, water markers. Color. Red. Do I want to do that? Let's see. So it's going to be too close to her hair. Nope, not really. Lori sees me. So, yep, if those poles or tubes or cables or whatever the heck they aren't gone in my yard by the time everything melts. And I'll give them that. I'll give them that because, it's cold and blah, blah, blah. But, I'll probably be going to court because I'm going to be cutting them off and burying them and fixing up my yard. And then if they come back and tear it up again, they'll be going to court because I will fight it. Just because, I think it's quite rude that we don't have any say. Right, see the pretty butterflies? Speaking of which, I kind of really need to do the butterfly. Okay, let's see. We're going to stick with traditional because I don't know. I just like monarch butterflies. Really? Are you really going to ask me that question? Think about that and then, go from there. Some crazy ass lady sent it to me. Yes, dear. Hang on, you guys. I'll be right back. Well, I don't want no light. Can you let the dog in and dry him off? Oh, I couldn't force me to scratch the back door. All right, I'm going bonkers. Yes, I'm going bonkers, Oz. I could have swore I just heard him scratch at the back door to want to come in. I just went to my husband going, hey, I'm on live. Can you let the dog in? It's like, the dog's right here. Yep. I am going crazy. I'm not there yet, but I'm going. Aren't you funny? Nope, I have not arrived yet. They still don't have my room ready. And look at this. I am like almost done. Coloring this in. But you know, I'm not going to be done because I'm going to bling it and probably shade it. Why? Because I can. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I kind of get an idea, but I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Let's see. What color is this? Orchid? Oh, that's pretty. Do I want to do it that color? Okay. Me either. Me either. All right. You got my room ready for me? Mm-hmm. So we have one yes for July. We just got to come up with a date. Yes, Flint Bishop. Well, it's not near me, but that's as close as you're going to get. Okay, I'm looking for a specific color, you guys. Hang on. It takes me a minute. Okay, so far I think it's going to be this one. So far, I think it is. Yep, and that's still probably, I want to say, a good that even might be like 2 hours away from me. An hour and 45 minutes, somewhere in there. Yeah, there ain't no airports around here that you're going to use. Well, I don't know. She might have to, if she goes through Metro, she might have to go through Metro and then get a layover to Flint Bishop. Because usually that's what my husband had to do when he would fly out of Flint Bishop to go for work stuff. He would have to. But Flint Bishop's changed now. They have bigger planes that go in and out of there now. So I don't know. It's been a couple years since I've had to go to the airport. Whatever you do, you just be careful doing it. How are you going to drive? We'll discuss this offline. Yeah. We'll just discuss it another time. She's going to say, what do you mean? How am I going to drive? I'm going to get my car, I'm going to start it, put it in gear, and leave. I can hear her now. But see, I know her a little better than she does. Yeah, I don't know. If she can take a little plane all the way from there to here. I don't know nothing about the airports and stuff like that, so I missed one. What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the branch to the flower. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be green. Because we got this one, and then we got this big thick one. This big thick one might be, I don't know. I think she put in too many branches. All right. What color? Right. Well, let's figure out a date because I can probably get you a good deal on the hotel. My ex-daughter-in-law works at a hotel. I'm probably sure I can talk her into it. I don't know though. Maybe not. Hi, Miss Ivy Pearl. How are you? Okay, I will. I've got a couple ideas I want to swing by you too. Thank you so much. It's a free PDF off of one of the um coloring pages things on Facebook. I don't know which one, but we're getting ready to start some blingage here pretty quick. Like my favorite part. What happened to the ceiling in your garage? Oh, that's right, it leaked. Never mind. Is he cute? Again, is he cute? And if he is, how come you haven't offered him something to drink? I come in and sit down and relax for a second. She's going to say, girl, are you nuts? Yeah, see, those are the kind of guys you can just, wham, bam, thank you, man. Get the hell out, Todd. No staying for breakfast. Oh, okay. He's a bag over the head type of guy, huh? Yeah. Those are no fun. Staring at a brown paper bag is not cool. He's a baghead. Oh, come on, people. They do it with us. Why can't we do it with them? Nope. But close. Angela, pay attention. Read chat. Those are the best kind. I can't tell on you. All right, let's see. I'm going to use We're going to let that dry for a minute. And then we're going to break out the pasta, the gel pens, and the clear glitter gel pens. You cannot have a gel pen. Go lay down. Nope, these are not for us. No siree. Nuh-uh. Nope. I think that's a clear glaze. Yep, that's not supposed to be in there. Okay, let's start with the I can't see where that one is. I think it's right there. I think that one goes right there. Welcome back, Miss Amy. I told my husband about what we were all thinking about doing in July. And he's like, where the hell are they all going to sleep? We ain't got room for all of them to sleep. I said, they're not all going to stay here. I said, and we got the tents. He's like, oh my God, you're going to make them sleep all in tents? So I ain't making them do anything. No, we're going to make you sleep out in the tent. I'm kidding. All right, we're going to call these daisies down here. Just because that's the way they look. You know, I'm putting all this bling in here now. I'm not going to be able to do the pencil thing. Let's see. Shrimp fried rice. That sounds good. I think we're having spaghetti tonight. We're big salad fiends around here though. We like to eat salad. Ozzy wants whatever you're going to give him. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, now I know what Amy's going to tell you. That's not what I was expecting. I'm just trying to wait for the wings to dry. I'm messing up my rows here. I need to stop thinking with it. Trying to make the center a little bit darker. The center is always darker in a rose than outside. And I went and put the white marks in before I jumped ahead of myself. Okay, so I'm not sure I like the way it's drying. It's kind of drying all funky on me here. Like it's got some kind of like white powder stuff in it or something. We'll see if that messed it up. If it did, we'll just not do any more of it. Let that dry and see what it does. Alright, where's my... Ozzy, did you take my pen? Well, Miss Lori, I'm sure she was just happy to see you, and it didn't really matter whether you're better or not. I'm sitting here all done thinking, wow, I finished this picture really quick, and I didn't do her other wing. And nobody said, hey, Kim, you missed her wing. I could handle 80 degrees. I want 80 degrees. Yeah, I never complain about it being hot, because I can always turn on the air conditioner. I do not like being cold. Yeah, I know, you can always turn on the heater, but it's not the same. I get a chill and I can't get warm again. Alright, let me see if I can remember what I did. Well, that leaves that waiting. It's going to be different because you can't see the white part. But that's all right. That's okay. We'll deal with it. Alright, do I want any kind of sparkle anywhere else? How about go around the edge of these? Because I kind of want her to stand out. We'll just do the edges of the butterflies. And then we'll do are you? You know, if I put them back in their case when I'm using them, it would be easier to find stuff, but no. Kim don't do that. Kim just, says nope. I'm going to use them again, so we'll just leave them out. Do it later. Even lighter than that. That'll work. Oh. Oh, jeez, I would so love it. I would so love it. Okay, y'all. So I don't know if you can see her wings, but see the glitter? I don't like the way her skin looks now. See, it's what I get for messing with stuff. I know. I know. And this will lighten as it dries. And if it doesn't, she will become green. Okay, so there's the wings. The eyeballs are done with glaze gel pen. And the whole picture is done with King Art um, twin tip brush pens. Oh, and there's the little butterflies with the big glitter. So there's a little bling, not a lot. But she don't really need a lot. She's get out of there. This dog and his nose. Pinky dear. What time is it? Let's see. Maybe we'll do one more. Let's do a. Okay. I say we do a mushroom, but let's use acrylic markers instead of watercolor markers. We used water, now let's use acrylic. Right? Right. Can I join it? Can I join with the picture I just did? Because I don't use much watercolors. Let's do. Alrighty. We're going to use the acrylic markers that Miss Ange got us for Christmas. I took them out of the box because I was going to take them with me on a outing and couldn't fit the box in what I was carrying. And now they're kind of all over the place, so you guys gotta give me a minute. I'm just looking for something. The Wish Wash Challenge. Cool. Oh, that's right. Miss Amy wants Let's see. Do I have any water brushes that are full? Might have to go fill one. I even think my water bottle's empty. Hey, there's a little bit in this one. We can start with that one anyways. Yeah, we can do some Neo2s. Let's start with... Yes, she did. Yep. I seen your video that you made when you got them. Yep, we'll incorporate some Neo2s in here. I can do that. Neo2s are pretty easy. So these go down really nice, and the tip on them's a little funky. But yeah, it's not a brush tip. It's a fine tip. But it's really long. I've never seen them quite this long before. But you know, if it works, it works, right? Look at that. What a nice, like... Oh, where's she going? Bye, and see you later. Just break my heart and leave. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's see. My Neo2s. So Neo 2s are, I don't know, they seem easy to me, and I'm not a watercolorist. But it does depend on how much water you use. I've only got the 30 set. Neo 2. Let's do greens because I want to do a leaf. I'll set the rest over here for right now. Alright, I need a piece of paper towel. Okay, so again, I'm not great with, oh, there's a little bit of water in that too. Like I said, I'm not great with watercolors, so you guys, Lori's probably more qualified to do this than I am. Okay, let's do we'll do some leaves. Let's do some leaves down here. Okay. I'm gonna take them from here. I don't like doing it on the page. I like taking it from the back of the pen or the crayon. Or you can take it from here too. I've done that also. Too much water. Is my pen leaking? Seemed like there was a lot of water on there at first. Like, what in the world? There we go. If it's too much water, just keep wiping your brush off and just add color. That's all. I'm not squeezing my water brush, so it's not going to come out with that much water. You can just alrighty. We're just at 100 here. This color is super light. And for some reason, my pen is giving a lot of water. I'm going to add a yellow in there. looks better than it did. I didn't like that green. It was too light, you couldn't see it. Okay, so we'll just keep going with this. Let's do... So you just kind of... If you want it more pigmented, you use less water. Nails don't take a lot of water, and they go a long ways. See, here's my towel, and I was using that, and I still got tons of pigment left on my brush. Yeah, it doesn't, nails don't take a lot of water. And they go a long ways. Trying to soak up some water. So I don't know what else you guys want to know about them, but that's just kind of how I use them. Lori was using them the other night on her live. And she showed you guys all the ways to use them. And that's about it. You just practice, I guess. I don't like putting it on the paper and moving it around. I don't know, it just doesn't work for me as well as doing it like this. But everybody does things differently. I don't know, guys. I'm just not a big fan of watercolors. It's just not. I love people that can do them. Like Lori did really good on her page the other day. Let's see, I'm not one of those people. It is. It's very different. Yeah, it just, to me, I like bright and I like pigmented, and for me you'd have to go over watercolors like a lot to get the pigment that I like. And I don't like streaks and stuff. I just don't. So that's why I stopped using water markers and alcohol markers and went to acrylic markers. And I love my Neos. I do. But I love them for backgrounds more than I like them for coloring. So I don't know. I'm sure that didn't help y'all much because I didn't do very much. But I really don't want to do a whole page with them. And yeah, there's not much else I can tell you with them besides what I just did. It's Lori went through all the ways to use them the other night. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all there is. You're welcome, honey. I didn't do not much at all. Now that I did do, I do have a cutting board. I use them for my King Arts and for my, you can use them for your Neo 2s. I don't, because I don't want to waste them, and my my cutting board has a grate on it, so it would kind of chew up my needles a little bit. But yeah, cutting board's like the best. Yep. Now I'm not sure. Bye, Miss Ivy. You have a wonderful night. I'm not sure. I read it somewhere. Can't remember where. And I can't remember which way it goes, but watercolor and acrylic paints. One takes a ceramic, like a little dish, like a palette type dish, and one takes a plastic. I don't remember which is which, but you can Google it because I think that's how I did it. But I don't remember. It was a few years ago. But I didn't know there was a difference, but yep, there is. And I don't remember why. Everybody's leaving. They are done watching me do nothing. They said adios, see you later. So long. Man, this one's hard to tell which one's leaves and what's flowers and what's grass. I'm not sure, but I think those are rocks. I think that's flower. It is what it is after I color it, right? Oh, did you hear my stomach? That was rude. Oh my. I'm not hungry, you guys. It's just being rude. Do you? Yeah, I can't remember which one's which, but that's kind of the way I started. I didn't know there was a difference, but yeah, they say you're supposed to use one for one and one for the other, but I couldn't tell you. I I like things that are simple that you don't have to, worry about all that kind of stuff. Because, I can't remember crap as it is. But I guess if you use it long enough and more often, you'll know what it's for, I would think. So I most definitely got to color one of these pictures in pencil because I'm so not used to using markers anymore. I don't mind using them. In fact, I love using the acrylic markers, but I'm so not used to it that I'm not good at it anymore. It takes practice to get good at something. Yep, I'm just not there anymore. Never thought I'd say that. Yeah, I'm not too worried. It's kind of an impromptu. I wasn't supposed to stream today. I was just bored. Oh, my stomach is terrible. I remember starting adult coloring, and man, I thought Sharpies were the best. And then when I got Cali Arts, oh my goodness. Is that there? Cali Arts? No. Is it Cali Arts? What's the... Yeah, that's the brand of markers, right? Cali Arts? Or is that the pencils? I don't know. Yeah, Cali Arts. I just thought those were bee's knees, you know. And then everybody kept saying, you need to try pencil, you need to try pencil, you need to try pencil. So I tried pencil and now look. Oh, I only use pencil. I don't know how to use anything else. Well, apparently, I don't know how to shade with acrylic markers because that did not work out very well. I think you gotta let them dry before you try to shade with the other color. Because the other color just seems to cover it up. So let's see what happens when it dries. Maybe it'll... Looks like it comes through. I guess as long as it's darker, it'll come through even though you colored over it. I had a bowl of soup for lunch. but I had a late lunch. So I don't know why my stomach is making all kinds of like weird noises. Being extremely rude. Alright, what color do I want to use? Maybe. Nope. What about this one? Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see what it looks like after it dries a little, though. Nope. Yeah, we'll use that one. But I think we'll shade with this one. I have no idea what I'm doing here, you guys. I'm just doing it. It's the only way we learn, right? I'm trying to color with these like I used to my alcohol markers, and I can't. I noticed that you can't do that because totally two different things. So we're going to have to relearn how to use these. Since I can blend with an alcohol marker, I can't. I have a hard time with these. I'm just making a mess more than I am anything. These might not be blendable unless you use like a pencil or something afterwards. But you know, that's how you find out. Yep, there you go. It's the best way to do it. Yep. Let's see. Let's make this a. Let's make this a boys' room. Use blue drapes. And of course, there's going to be a light on. Okay. I don't know what color brown I used. Okay, and then we'll make this room. I don't know. Whoever likes purple. Oh, this can be my she shed because it's a separate little mushroom. So, yep, I'll make that my she shed. And I'm coloring, so I only got one side of the drapes open. Because, you know, open two and you get too much light for the camera. No, you didn't like them. Well, what are you coloring with, and how come they don't have any names on them? Although the stuff I'm using don't have names on them either. And they're all facing different directions and kind of scattered all over the place. That's the fun part about coloring. You just, kind of just go with the flow. No plan, no reason, no rhyme. Just do it. Oh, see, I like my acrylic markers. It takes some getting used to, that's for sure, though. And they can be scratchy and squeaky and noisy, and so can pencils, though. I don't know if those are supposed to be leaves or rocks or what those are. I don't know. So we'll just wait. Okay, so nobody's home in the rest of the house, so we're going to just black those windows right out. Well, not black them out, but just, color them like the windows or like the lights are off. What do you want? Hmm? What do you want? I don't know what that means. You have to tell me what you want, dear. I don't read minds of dogs. What is it? You guys, I think the older he gets, the more territorial he's getting. Because, oh man, those people in my yard yesterday, woo-wee, I thought he was going to rip some heads off. I really did. I've never heard my dog growl, but he was growling yesterday. He knew. You're digging up my mom and dad's yard. I don't know what you want, babe. Let's do some swirls. stop it. I think that's supposed to be black. No, I'm gonna do it in black. Let's see, I want to do some yellow. Got some laundry to do tomorrow. Stop it. Get that done. Dad's doing something and he's not paying no attention to you, so come in here and you think I'm gonna. I'm busy. You got tons of toys. Go find one of them. You get some playtime after dinner, the way you always do. And then we'll call it a night. Oh, goodness. How mean. I know. Just rotten. Do you gotta go out? I wish you'd bark when you do. Hang on, you guys. It's a guessing game with him. You just never know. All right, I'm coming. Okay, sorry about that. did you guys see? I was so close. So close. That the Chroma flows went down to, I think it's 111. Yeah, they've got a coupon. It's not, they're on sale, and then there's a coupon. I think it comes to 111 at Amazon. I'm like, man, should I? Should I? And then I thought to myself, I've got all these pencils, and what if I buy them and I don't like them? I'm going to be really mad that I spent $111 on pencils that I don't like. So I'm either going to get me a smaller set, or I'm just not even going to worry about it, because I've technically got enough pencils to last me a lifetime. Yeah, isn't that like wild? So yep, it's if you want to try them, or you want them because you know you'll like them, yeah, it's a good time to go get them. They're on sale. All right, yellow, orange. Let's go with E. It's a little too light. I know what color I want. I'm just trying to find it. Oh, do I want to do that? Maybe I don't. You paid $115 for yours? Yeah, if they go lower, then that's going to be one of those things that, yeah, I probably won't be able to pass up, because that's crazy for a premium set of pencils. I think all pencils should be, cheaper than $100, but that's just me. I mean, seriously, they're colored pencils, people. But supply and demand. Everybody grabs them. They raise the prices. People stop grabbing them. Prices go down. But again, it's still colored pencils. That's what I think. It's crazy for the amount we pay for coloring books. And I say that as I ordered a crazy amount of coloring book. But, it was the only way I can get the coloring book I wanted. And I've been wanting it for about 5-6 years now. So, yep. And I only have a few of what View calls gourmet coloring books. I call them ridiculously priced coloring books. Yeah, it would be nice, but it's not like it's not mandatory. Oh my god, I gotta have them type of thing. Was that today? Her Japanese coloring book? Or did her Clara Makova come in? Because I think she ordered a Clara Makova also. Which I'm really kind of surprised because I didn't think she'd really like Clara's style, but oh, okay. Yeah, I think I seen it. It was really early this morning. I had a weird sleep pattern last night and yesterday. It was kind of crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Just crazy. Alrighty, so we've got her little grass path here. Could be a dirt path, but we're going to make it grass. Why? Because I just really don't like just dirt paths, because dirt paths do nothing but bring dirt into the house, and it's a pain in the butt. It's sandy and nasty and so are grass paths. I mean, they're not much better. I've got one. It's grass from my driveway to my back sidewalk. I need to put in some pavers. And, yeah. Hubby's not crazy about all that stuff because he says, then I gotta mow around it, and then I gotta weed whip around it. Sorry, I was taking a drink. I love my Clara Makova books. I really do. I did. Let's see. I have Fairy Miracles. But let's see what we did in here. See, I still got the little card. Oh, look at that. Imagine. It's a whip. Huh. Imagine that. Okay, we started him. Right, I know there's a bunch. There we go. So I know I did something in here. Yep, I did that one. I did this one. Oop, started that one. Apparently started that one. And that's all I've done in that one. And then magical dawn. Or magical delight, sorry. See, I think she looks more like Maria Troll than anything. Okay, let's see. Started that one. I didn't like how I did the bed though. I'll go back to it. I'm not crazy about that one. And I did this one. these things or say anything. Oh, this one's got paper on it. It's got a chalk background or something, that's why. Did that. Again, not saying a word. Don't know why I didn't finish that one. I like the little house. It's coming out cute. And I finished that one. But yeah, I love these books. And then that's it. That's all I have of her. I will have 3 once I get the one coming in. That's Fairy Celebrations. I don't have Tenderful Enchantments. I didn't even see that when I was looking for her books. I'm not even sure they offer that anymore. Oh my goodness gracious, he's just... Yesterday I felt like, wow, I was glad he kind of wasn't like outside near anybody, because it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he was acting like that. It was like, wow. I wouldn't want to piss him off. That's for sure. I say that because yesterday, before I figured, all he's going to do is like jump on you and lick you to death, but no. No. I was wrong. Is that green? That's green. I don't use that. Really? I believe it. I've had several of them, and I believe it. They're territorial. Yep. Alright, well, I hear my old man's alarm going off or something, so he must have started dinner. He'll be in here any minute, knocking on the door. Dinner time. Let me find the black real quick. I just had it, I thought. Don't you hate it when you just had it in your hand and, what did you do with it? We'll just use this one instead. We'll make them brown stones instead of black stones. They love to chase, yes. He is definitely that. Oh, there's the black. No, that's not black. That's a metallic gray or something. I'm going to pick these up and then I'm going to give this a little bit of bling. So I can't just leave it with no bling. I know it's not done yet. You're supposed to do bling afterwards, but yeah. I'm not like that. I'm kind of weird. All right, let's do some. Do we want to do? Yeah, we'll do some. Well, no, because then it'll be grass. Huh. All right, we'll do a little bit of window things. Make it look like glass. Yep, I hear him walking towards me. Okay, let's put some dots on here. Wouldn't be a mushroom without little dots, would it? Gotta have dots. She can wait. All right. There's my little dotted mushroom. And then here's our watercolored fairy little girl. Ready. And they're not done until you initial them, right? All right, that's what we have done today. Thank you guys for keeping me company. And I will talk to you all tomorrow, actually, at 3 o'clock. We're going to finish our Jasmine Beckett Griffith picture. And then Lori starts probably next Tuesday, because you're not coming on this Tuesday, right? Thank you. I had fun. All right. We shall talk to you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock. All right. Bye, y'all. Talk to you later. Have a good night. Yes, I think Amy's going Friday. I'll be on tomorrow at 3. Tomorrow at 3 is my regular day. Today was just kind of an impromptu thing. And then Lori will be on at Friday. But tomorrow we'll be finish our Jasmine Beckett Griffith one. And yep, and then next Tuesday they'll be working on the double page spread in Wildflowers or World of Flowers. Alrighty, you guys. Bye. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.